deltas first, and then you set up the platform. Deltas. Platform.
Is there a different angle that you use for the deltas?
Yeah, the deltas go out. And well, so they're both the same. No. This time it's real lightly. You can go over here and do it there, but it makes the platform wide enough that you have to do some extra chipping to make sure you get it all off. So again, get rid of that dust. I don't want that on there. What happened there? I'll be able to clean it. First pass, I start tip and go to the base, and on the second pass, I come from the base and go to the tip. And it's just the way I did it before, and it makes the chips go at an angle across the blade, the same angle all the way across, instead of coming together in the middle like a chevron. That would be if you started in the tip, went back on both sides, you end up with a chevron pattern. This way you end up with the chips look like they go all the way across the blade. This is something I should have done years ago. Years ago. Of course, and if I would have, you realize how much farther ahead all the fog nappers would be today. But there's still some of them that just insist on learning it all on their own. The advice was given to me by Jim Spears. He said, find the master that you want to follow and do everything exactly the way he does it. Don't vary at all, or you won't do it his way, and it won't be right. Once you master the master's way, then you can try anything you want. And if one of these flakes doesn't reach across and still leaves a little bit of a grind marks out there, a little flat spot, then it's a reject. I know a lot of people will leave it and go on and polish that little spot or whatever and think it's good, but to me it's breaking one of the 10 commandments. In the first place, you don't want anybody seeing remnants of grinding. The Egyptians didn't care, the Danish didn't care, and that's fine for that application, but for these points like this, making an elko point, you don't want no flat spots out there. And now we can go picking the deltas off. Okay, you got it clean. I'll chip across the base, finish the edging the base before I notch it. I'll do the deltas before I notch it. That way you don't waste time notching and then breaking it in the middle and wasting that time. When I flake the base, I start on one side on the corner and go in about 3 chips. And then I go to the other corner and go in about 3 chips. And it leaves one nice chip in the middle to clean the center. Because when these are done, you're going to have like a little flute down the center at the base. Fluted elko points is what I like to make.
But why antler? Why not metal?
Antler just gets a better grip on it. You don't get as many crushed edges. You can use copper, you can even use steel. In steel, you have to break the edge and get it really strong before you do it with a really fine tip. In copper, not quite as fine, but still got to be finer. But this takes, you can use a rounded tip, and it works good.
Any disadvantages from the antler?
No. You could have to sharpen it a little more often. And you'll see me wipe off the edge of it before I chip every time. I'm wiping off all that dust that's on the edge that will let it slip off easy. Some people say you got to leave the dust on there for traction. Well, throw marbles on the floor and walk on them. See how much traction you get. Those little balls of silica on there, little pieces they're just like marbles on the floor. They'll make your tool slip. And some people swear that it makes it grab. To each his own, whatever you want to do. But the principle is there. Marbles on the floor slip.